Good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Today we were reading from the book of Jubilees, chapter 28. And he went on his journey and came to the land of the east, to Laban, and brother of Rebekah. And he was with him and served him for Rachel, his daughter, 1 week. And in the first year, the third week, 21:22 a.m., he said unto him, Give me my wife, for whom I have served thee 7 years. And Laban said unto Jacob, I will give thee thy wife. And Laban made a feast, and took Leah, his elder daughter, and gave her to Jacob as a wife, and gave her Zilpah, his handmaid, for a handmaid. And Jacob did not know, for he thought that she was Rachel, and he went in unto her, and behold, she was Leah. And Jacob was angry with Laban, and said unto him, Why hast thou dealt thus with me? Did I not serve thee for Rachel, and not for Leah? Why hast thou wronged me? Take thy daughter, and I will go, and for thou hast done evil to me. For Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah, for Leah's eyes were weak, but her form was very handsome. But Rachel had beautiful eyes, and beautiful for a very handsome form. And Laban said to Jacob, It is not so done in our country to give the younger before the elder, and it is not right to do this, for thus it is ordained and written in the heavenly tablets, that no one should give his younger daughter before the elder, but the elder one gives first, and after the younger, and then the man who does so, they sit down guilt against him in heaven. And none is righteous that does this thing, for this deed is evil before the Lord. And command thou the children of Israel that they do not this thing. Let them neither take nor give the younger before they have given the elder, for it is very wicked. And Laban said to Jacob, Let the 7 days of the feast of this one pass by, and I shall give thee Rachel, and thou mayest serve me another 7 years, that thou may pasture my sheep, that as thou didst in the former week. And on that day, when the 7th day of the feast and Leah had passed, Laban gave Rachel to Jacob, that he might serve him another 7 years. And he gave to Rachel Bilhah, the sister of Zilpah, as a handmaid, and he served yet another 7 years for Rachel, for Leah had been given to him for nothing. And the Lord opened the womb of Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob a son, and he called his name Reuben. On the 14th day of the 9th month of the first year, the 3rd week, 21:22. But the womb of Rachel was closed, for the Lord saw that Leah was hated, and Rachel loved. And again Jacob went in unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob a second son, and he called his name Simon. On the 21st of the 10th month, in the 3rd year of this week, 21:24. And again Jacob went unto Leah, and she conceived and bare him a third son, and he called his name Levi. In the new moon of the 1st month in the 6th year of this week, 21:27. And again Jacob went unto her, and she conceived and bare him a 4th son, and he called his name Judah. On the 15th, the 3rd month, in the 1st year, in the 4th week, 21:29. And on account of all this, Rachel envied Leah, for she did not bear, and she said to Jacob, Give me children. And Jacob said to her, Have I withheld from thee the fruits of thy womb? Have I forsaken thee? And when Rachel saw that Leah had borne 4 sons to Jacob, Reuben, Simon, and Levi, and Judah, she said unto him, Go in unto Bilhah, my handmaid, and she will conceive and bear a son unto me. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife. And he went in unto her, and she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name Dan. On the 9th of the 6th month, in the 6th year of the 3rd week, 21:27. And Jacob went in again unto Bela and a second time, and she conceived and bare Jacob another son. And Rachel called the name Naphtali. On the 5th of the 7th month, in the 2nd year of the 4th week, 21:30. And when Leah saw that she had become sterile and did not bear, she envied Rachel. And she also gave her handmaid, Zilpah, to Jacob to wife. And she conceived and bare a son. And Leah called his name Gad. On the 12th of the 8th month, in the year of the 4th week, 21:31. And he again went in to her, and she conceived and bare a second son, and Leah called his name Asher. On the 2nd of the 11th month, in the 5th year of the 4th week, 21:33. And Jacob went into Leah, and she conceived and bare a son. She called his name Ishkar. On the 4th and the 5th month, in the 4th year, in the 4th week, 21:32. And she gave him to a nurse, and Jacob went in again unto her, and she conceived and bare 2 children, a son and a daughter. And she called the name of the son Zebulun, and the name of the daughter Dinah. In the 7th of the 7th month, in the 6th year of the 4th week, the Lord was gracious to Rachel and opened her womb, and she conceived and she bare a son, and she called his name Joseph. On the new moon of the 4th month of the 6th year, in the 4th week, 21:34. And in the days when Joseph was born, Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wives, my son, and let me go to my father Isaac, and let me make me a house. For I have completed the years in which I have served thee for thy 2 daughters, and I will go to the house of my father." And Laban said to Jacob, "Tarry with me for thy wages, and pasture my flock for me again, and take thy wages." And they agreed with one another that he should give him as his wages those of the land and lambs and the kids, which were born black and spotted and white. These were to be his wages, and all the sheep brought forth spotted and speckled and black, variously marked. And they brought forth again lambs like themselves, and again that were spotted were Jacob's, and those that were not were Laban's. And Jacob's possession multiplied exceedingly. And he possessed oxen and sheep and asses and camels, and men servants and maidservants. And Laban and his sons envied Jacob. And Laban took back his sheep from him, and observed him with evil content. So there's almost the whole 12 tribes of Israel. One more needs to be born, and that's Benjamin. And unfortunately, Rachel dies in childbirth. But that's another story. Everyone have a blessed and wonderful day and weekend. I will see you soon. God bless.